episode of our podcast, Mind Merge. We're so excited to bring it to life. My name is Ganiat, and I'm here with my co-host.
Yes, my name is Marvin Kende, and this is our very first episode of Mind Merge. And I'm so excited about this first episode. Like, how do you feel?
I feel super excited.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, so in this our first episode, what's the best way for us to start this episode? If you cannot just talk about leadership, impact, and that's why we have a very beautiful guest with us. We are here with our very own president and vice president of the Lifinity Club. So they will be introducing themselves. So, Vice President, tell us about yourself.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Fodunrin Taiwo, and I'm the Vice President of the Lifinity Club.
Okay.
And my name is Daniel James, and I'm the President of the Lifinity Club.
Can you use one word to describe how you feel about this podcast launch?
I say rejuvenated.
Okay.
Can you explain just a little bit of explanation?
The word is to
All right. Then let's get to that. Please, can you give us one word to describe how you feel about the podcast?
I'm going to give one word to
You are so excited. Just give one word.
I'm happy because what we discussed is coming to light. I'm so happy.
Actually, I am too.
It's not just talk. But we talked about that. We are actually doing it.
Right.
All right. Thank you so much.
So that's about our president, that's about our vice president of the Lifinity Club. So we'll just dive into what we want to do today. Yeah, Lifinity. I don't think I've seen that word before in dictionary. Lifinity. What does it mean? Where did you coin that name from, and what does it mean?
What inspires you?
Yeah.
Okay. I usually look forward to answering that question because I get that question a lot. The word infinity. People think we take it for infinity. Meanwhile,
Actually.
infinity. So when I was trying to start the project, I was just at home sitting down and I was thinking about some things, about life, it was during that period that I actually lost my mom. So I was thinking of how we transcend in life. So we cannot reach out to people that are gone while we are here. So what then can we live? What is life all about? You understand? So I was since the life is no longer beyond me living on earth and we are transcending, why can't the life continue? So life and infinity. So infinity is just like an endless life without limits. So I just combine both words together.
So Lifinity is life and infinity. Wow, that was so thoughtful. Life and infinity. I don't be wondering why infinity? Just put infinity or think about something else. But I think now I understand what.
And it sounds very unique.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't find it anywhere.
You cannot just say it.
That's why All right. Thank you.
So for the sake of our viewers who are just watching us for the very first time, just describe Lifinity in very short.
Okay, so Lifinity is an avenue where we get to build people. So my vision for Lifinity, or what came about the whole idea, is looking for a place where we can feel alive. And not just feeling alive, we feel alive with a purpose. You understand? We are trying to leave impact to the society and not just living your life for yourself.
Yeah.
You understand? So we are a group of people that aim to train ourselves personally in order to add value, critical value to the society. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's the feeling.
That's something to think about, actually. That's something to think about. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Just can you, there is a question to the Vice President. Please, can you share your vision and mission with us?
Okay. So, As you have said already, the vision of Lifinity basically is we want to create a world whereby we have people who are able to stand. We want to build people so that they can stand in the space of any challenges. We want to build them every sphere of life. Because definitely we have 5 pillars, basically finance, financial literacy, personal development, health, social impact. Yeah, so we want to create and build people that can grow, make impacts even in their generation and for generations to come. We want to make sure that yes, they can stand and they're able to accomplish their potentials, bring out the best.
Alright, thank you. So from what you said, social impact, personal development and growth. So has there been any initiatives that the club has carried out to contribute to the society positively and to people personally? Like initiative where they can grow and then that contributes to the society.
Like to give back to the community. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. So, like we said clearly, we are not just about bringing people and doing nothing. We're actually showing what we are doing out there. So, our most recent project I'm going to be citing is the She Flow, She Child that we did in May. Like, one of the things we used to give back to society, we went to secondary school, we used to commemorate the menstrual hygiene day. So we're able to reach out to over 250 students. So give them sanitary pads. We're going to give them lectures on menstrual hygiene, focus on the hygiene. For this, we're secondary school students, and most of them are just coming to just started seeing the period and trying to address the stigma behind period. And it was mind blowing. It turned out more than we expected. The volunteers were there, the support was there, and the team, it made us create that atmosphere that people can actually work together. So it's like once there is a good vision and something to hold on to, people will work together. And that was one thing that we also achieved with that project.
Wow. That must have been a huge success for the club.
Actually, the fact that you were able to even bring people together, that's something nice.
So you guys had volunteers?
Definitely.
We had a community of people that were just doing and
to make a difference.
So something that I so much at the end, I was so happy because
Of course.
a lot of secondary school girls, so even the reason why even as a lady, you have to menstruate
Yes.
every month. So those were making them and I started making them see the reason why it occurs and what could happen if it does not occur. So because the thing is, even as a lady, you not seeing your period does not mean you are pregnant or maybe you're pregnant alone. There could be other factors of which it could be other health issues and everything. So I was just happy that we're able to educate those girls.
That's a great initiative.
Actually, I agree with you. So for me, actually, when you were talking, something struck me, and going through your mission, I think it also aligned with what I saw in your mission. You talk about personal growth. We see a lot of organizations out there that what they want to do is what the community will see. Like they give out what the community will see. But the different thing I saw in Lifinity was that you spoke so much and you dealt so much with personal development. So you want personal development for your members. Mm-hmm. So the first question, I'll be directing this question to the vice president actually. The first question is that why are you so keen on that personal development? And can you share some of these personal development activities that you do in your club that has actually
yes. So most times we're always saying that we need the world at large, people should change and everything. But the thing is, for the world to be a better place, the change should actually start from itself and from you. That's like this. So the thing is, and the only thing is change is from within. You cannot change me, I cannot change you. It's only if I decide to say I want to change myself. But all this comes from you sitting down saying, okay, I want to develop myself personally in every sphere of life,
Actually.
mentally,
I think I need to
emotionally, emotionally, academically, physically, so many different spheres of life. You have to be developed. Because, okay, you hear something like emotional intelligence. I think it's something that is now coming to light more now, because most of the time those people are not emotionally intelligent, and it has led to so many wrong decisions in different people's life. So even if we can educate our members, people can develop themselves personally on a personal level now. You should be able to know how to control their emotions. You should be able to know how to do things. You have to be able to your physical self develop more, even your academic self develop in every area of life. It's something that's going to really help you, and it's going to make you a better person. And when we have 10, 1, 10, 100, 1,000, a million like that, before we know, the world is becoming a better place. And this is one of the vision. That is one thing that we really, Lifinity Club wants to really do, especially with students, because they're just growing and they're coming up, something like that. And that was one reason why we actually started this podcast. Basically, like, yes, okay, people can actually, even if, because one of the activities we're actually doing in Lifinity Club also is we read books. Books that can help you. I'm not talking about any other books that can help you develop our career. It's one of the things. But we know that some people, they cannot see that it's very hard for them to sit down to read books. They've never really built that discipline. Some people will learn more by even actually listening and hearing what they actually do. Do you understand? That's like it is. So this podcast is going to serve as an help. On the road, you can be walking and so you have to listen to this podcast and you are learning something. It's not by force for you to sit down to read something. And that's why I actually say, okay, let's start the podcast. Even if you cannot sit down and read books or you don't have that time, you just go on the road and you are hearing something, you are learning. Even you're just hearing that, yes, emotional intelligence is you not making an impulsive decision when you're doing something, you have learned one thing and it's going to actually help you. So that's what
I have a question. So do you mean, if you're focused on personal growth of your members, do you mean reading books is not compulsory for every member? Or how do you make it easier for every member to participate in that activity, because it's part of personal
I would say reading books. Anyways, I don't think we mean it. Okay, it's compulsory. So the thing is, reading books might be easy for some people, might not be easy for some people.
Yeah, of course.
Some people might have built it out of habits. Some people have built it out of being disciplined.
Yeah.
Some people cannot just sit down to read.
Yeah.
So it makes it very easy for them. We say this month in Lifinity we are reading this book.
Yes.
For example, we are reading Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Kahneman this month. Okay, you want to read this book? How many chapters in Emotional Intelligence? So okay, I think we have about
So the chapters
about
are
16 chapters
Oh,
in the book.
okay.
We have about 16 chapters in the book. Then we say, for this month, for this week, you are reading 2 chapters.
okay to make it easier for everybody.
Someone like me now.
So that means you don't train them.
Yes.
Oh, that's
And when we come, maybe during the weekend, everybody comes around. What did you learn? What did you learn from the book? And what was your personal whatever? Did you apply?
To make sure everybody's getting one or two things.
Yes, we are not just reading. We are reading and we are applying. Because you can just read and not apply.
Yeah,
Reading
of
is
course.
just with wisdom is actually application of the knowledge you have gained from the book. Something like that. So
All right, thank you very much.
That's actually sharp, and I think I like the fact that you focus so much on personal development before you can even give us.
Okay, we can talk about our podcast, Mind. The name of our podcast is Mind.
Yeah.
So me, I even have a question actually. Who brought about the name?
So there's a story
Who
behind
thought about the name?
there's a story behind that name. So yes, you guys have you've forgotten. I'll remind you. So when we had our very first meeting,
I was not there.
Obviously you were not there. So we came together. We after bringing the team together, after selecting people, we had our first meeting, and we're thinking of what can we call this meeting? What can we call this our country? We just coming together. There's no need.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
So there was an outline of different names.
Full of different names.
And the one that
So I'm the only one that was not there.
So the only one that stood out was Mind.
so that all people voted and
Yeah, because it sounded like
Who suggested the name?
I was actually. I came up with the
And then
name.
he was killing himself.
Yes, of course. Actually, I can remember you were that day. He came up with the name, but we all agreed when we thought about what we're coming to do. It was like different minds coming
your
together.
mind, my mind, your mind,
Yeah.
So
together.
when it was now time for starting the podcast, what other name would be suitable than mind makes? Different minds,
Different ideas, different perspectives, different
exactly.
opinions. Nice.
So actually, on this podcast, what kind of topics, what kind of conversation should our viewers be expecting? Like, what should we be talking about?
So, see, the reason why I'm excited for him because this is personal to me. Why? Because I was in a point of my life where I felt I needed somebody to understand what I was feeling. If I just sit down and listen to someone talk about my own situation,
Real life
situation, whether it's in health, whether it's in finances, whether it's what's happening in society. You know, there are some people that are into depression without knowing. There are people that are depressed and
Wait,
they know.
okay, so if I'm depressed, I didn't know.
Yes,
Actually.
yes.
Yeah.
This is a platform where we can talk about those kind of scenarios and make people understand that I'm going through this, but I didn't realize this. So it's going to be informative, educative. People will come and learn. People will come and have fun.
So it's like we are bringing different people who have different perspectives because definitely your experiences and where you grew up, how you grew, they shape the person, your belief system and everything. So we are bringing different people with different perspectives of how they see the world, and then we come together to make that we rub our minds together and we see like, yes, okay, how can we do? What can we do? What can we do? How can we do? So that's just it, basically.
That brings me to my question.
Okay.
So, who are the kind of guests, kind of personalities that we want to bring in our podcast?
I think that should be. We don't want to speak that out. That should be like
Okay, secret.
a secret.
Yeah.
So, trust us, we are bringing people.
Okay, so we
that
should guess.
Yes.
Just be guessing.
Yeah.
Anticipate. Anticipate. But then trust
But
us.
we will not, we will always deliver.
Yes.
We are Lifinity Club for a reason.
So, yes, thing has been coming to mind. So, considering the fact that mind came from Lifinity, so how can we connect the core values, the pillars, or what Lifinity stands for? What can we connect? How can we connect it to mind? Like, how do we send out what Lifinity is about through mind?
So, if we know what the pillars are, which I believe, so we will already know that this podcast or whatever we're doing is kind of social impact. Right? We are trying to change the lives of people. We're trying to empathize with people. We're trying to relate scenarios, educate. We're giving value out back to the society. You understand? You coming on there on Spotify, on YouTube, and seeing us talking about meaningful things. You are learning through entertainment. So it's our core value, it's our core pillar. We want to change people.
Yes. So can you just talk about that pillars again? Like, what are they? Just can you bring it up?
They are just 5.
I
Financial
think let me try. I think I
Okay.
remember social impact, personal development, financial literacy,
Yes.
tech, and
I just give
people should give it up for me. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll collect my dinner.
Yeah, that's just all.
So thank you very much for your again our first episode of Mind Mesh. Please don't touch that down and keep.
Hello.
It's not that.
Subscribe and
If you have any questions, you can just put it down in the comment section.
Yeah.
like, subscribe and share.
share to your loved ones, your enemies.
Yes,
your
you want to be seeing these fine faces
You're
now.
going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot.
It's an avenue where you come and you learn.
Yes.
And please comment. We need your comments. Ask
Yes.
questions.
You need to see your.
That is the only way what we are trying to share can go out for everyone to see. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
See you
guys.
again.
Love you all.
Bye, guys.